In Patrick Lencioni's Five Dysfunctions of a Team, he speaks about the different layers of dysfunction happening in a team. And I was so excited when I watched the series Chernobyl, and when I started noticing those behaviors of toxic management and how that led to one of the biggest nuclear disasters that ever happened in the world. So please go watch the series Chernobyl and have a look at the plant manager and how he operates. So it was around midnight when a new team took over. So it's already late at night. They're very new in their roles. And what you see on the first level of dysfunction is when people don't feel they can trust each other. And the next level is a fear of conflict. So when people are fearful of conflict, they're very scared to have healthy debate. They won't say when things are wrong. They're not willing to be vulnerable, which is that first level of building trust. So with this manager, he comes in and he demands that they do this nuclear test that they've never done before. The guy's a little bit freaked out. He actually gets this list and he phones the operator and says, should I do the instructions on the list or also the ones that are crossed out? So it was in the Ukraine, and some of this information was sensitive, so they'd actually like scratched it out, and they were like, follow the instructions that are scratched out as well. So the guy goes ahead, and the manager comes in and yells at them, throws the clipboard, doesn't want any interaction with them or any pushback, and then forces them to do this test that ultimately breaks the core and allows that nuclear station to blow up. And for how many years now? It was in the 80s. It's almost 40 years. There's still so much radioactivity in Chernobyl. One of my friends who's in Norway said to me he was 18 at the time that it happened, and the devastation on the economy for Norway was massive because a lot of the radioactive material was actually carried across Europe. So none of the kids were allowed to play outside. They were not allowed to eat certain animals, live produce, reindeer, none of the fish. So I joked with him and said, "Oh, that's why salmon is so expensive. It's still because of Chernobyl." So what toxic impacts could your leadership style have on the safety of your staff and of your customers? And could you make sure that people feel that they can trust you, they can be vulnerable around you, but that they would also be willing to push back and have healthy debate? And in my next video, I'll speak to you about the other levels in Five Dysfunctions of a Team, a great book. Go get it. I do a lot of training around this, and I would love to empower your team to learn about the dysfunctions to become an ideal team with ideal team players. If you're enjoying my videos, which is about building leaders and teams, finding your authentic voice, using emotional intelligence to thrive, please hit the bell to get notifications and subscribe to my channel. Hi, I'm Jurka van Dam.